So who's going first?
We can decide that right now.
Oh yeah, you guys get to both reveal the hands. Sweet, it's what all the commenters want anyway.
Well, we rolled already. You rolled a
did?
9, I rolled an 8.
Oh, I'm going first.
Why do you say that so like freaking funny?
It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go first and just absolutely run you through.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's exactly what my plan is. How'd you know?
Maybe it's just how this format works. You go second and do bludgeoning damage, or you go first and do piercing damage. Take one or the other. All right, let's get this going. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, what's cracking? Godsman here, coming at you with the next installment of Fight Night, and we've got ourselves a pretty hype battle here. What's particularly most hype is the people using it, because they have both been waiting for these decks for quite a while. Now, with the red gloves over on one side of the boxing ring, we've got Shoujo Doji with his new form that is quite crackety-dackety, and his cat array of support, which is also equally crackety-dackety, led by David, who has probably been one of the few Shoujo Doji supporters since the Elder Days, right?
It's been a long, long path.
Cue solemn Witcher music. And over in the other corner, wearing the blue gloves, because I say so, is Arkhite being played by Xenon, who, were you on this deck from the beginning, Xenon? I think you were, right?
Yeah, I played Arkhite when she released in Set 8. And I played it here.
Set all the way back in the original. My man. Alrighty, with both of them getting their new upgrades, this is going to be one heck of a showdown, so let's get it started.
Alright, stand up, Vanguard.
Stand up, my Vanguard.
Draw.
And no one says their like you guys say, stand up my Vanguard so intensely, and it's like, do you want to say your starter name? No. Mine's 6 words, dude, so no.
Yeah, dude. Discard. Right.
I think the grade 0 Shoujo Doji has the record for the longest starter name.
Probably.
If it didn't, I'd be concerned for humanity for needing 7-word starters. It's like a buddy fight card.
Let's buy.
Or just like every stride in Narukami, as I've come to realize.
Find this and put this to soul.
Conquering Supreme Dragon Dragonic Vanquisher V-Buster. Geisun type.
They're fun to say though.
Every time you stride, it's just the Narukami
I
theme
go on.
going in.
I discard.
I love my conquering supreme dragons.
I ride.
What are the what were the? It was something Heavenly Dragon for the Kageros, right?
Oh yeah, supreme heavenly
Dragon.
Supreme
Emperor
Heavenly
dragon.
Dragon. God, dude, that was and I was chatting with Bappy about it. He's like, "Why is this word salad?"
Wasn't it supreme heavenly emperor dragon?
Oh yeah, Supreme I'm counting them with my fingers now. Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Dragonic Overlord the Purge. 8 words.
Alright, so grade 1 Arkhite activates her effect. I search my deck for a research order, and then the grade 0 will activate and draw one.
Hold on, let me find a Rakudo stealth dragon real quick.
We're exploring just how convoluted Dragon Empire names are.
Shuffle.
I didn't know Cycloguarde was a Rakudo stealth. Okay.
I think that's
See, what I was thinking of was Rakudo stealth Roku Shikarakan.
What about Sumaru? I can't even pronounce them, dude. They're hard.
I activate Torrential Energy Research. Reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. And then I'll add 1 monster and I'll ditch another.
Oh hey,
All
Monster
right, so
PG off top 5, just like the glorious Ava days.
I know. Almost missed that one.
Rakudo stealth dragon Suku Morikan.
Suku Morikan.
I hope you like having 4 cards in hand.
Kagemichishi.
I will add the PG and I will drop
Bobalmine. Yeah.
Get that going.
Misplay. We don't need PGs.
I might need PGs against this deck.
I don't even know if PGs are good against this deck.
That's how confident that David is. He's like, I don't know, buddy. I don't know how you beat me.
Alright, and I'm gonna put this one at the soul, and then I'll attack your Vanguard for 8.
Yeah, go ahead.
Drive check.
Damage
No
check.
sugar.
Note that Xenon's Bind Zone is going to be our quote-unquote order zone for ease of visibility.
Which he can't do in this matchup.
No, I'm gonna have to. I kind of like just tunneled into that. I'll make my ride zone my order zone.
Cool. Now I hope you don't have any face-up ride deck cards. Like those things. Like if you have a face-up grade 3 in your ride deck, get this free effect.
Dude, do you know how many fucking zones there are in Vanguard these days? I already drew for turn my B. There's too many turns. Or too many like places you can put stuff in Vanguard now. Like you have your energy generator. If you play a stride deck set, you also have a stride you have that crest. Oh, and because if you play IRL, you have an energy generator. You also have that little counter thing too.
Yeah, right. So it's like you're pulling out 3 cards from wherever you hold those things, and then you also, depending on like what you're using that like little paper circle cardboard cutout thingy. You know, the one that I'm like, okay, put in a little sandwich baggie when you go to BCS. You know.
And like if you're playing any deck with a set order, you have to do the set orders, and if you play a lot of set orders, you gotta put a lot of set orders.
Oh man, I bet if like there's like set order shenanigans going on with like the Hari or Night Rose stuff just got revealed, which I can imagine they would do that for something like Hari, right? Just because like Hari always likes to be weird for some reason. It's like the stage.
The stage.
Yeah, the stage.
Where they came up with that shit, I don't know. It was an okay idea, but
someone looked at like Arc 5 and was like, man, I hate extra monster zones, but I know they can be good for Vanguard. Let's do it.
So Unprecedented could proc right now if you so wish. If you had wished to use it.
I did use it to draw one. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I did not see the grade 0 going, or a card going to draw.
Yeah, so I used Shoujo skill to call him Precedent. I put a Forktail to soul, and then I soul blasted the Forktail.
Ah, okay.
Shoujo G.
Alright, we'll call this PG to soul. Call this, look at top 7.
Well, I wonder why you would do that. It's not like you could ever put it to the bind zone and then guard with it, right?
Man, this is turn 2.
This is turn 2, bro. No, this is why the deck won Worlds with the guy who didn't even know how to play it. You guys ever remember that I think it was Nationals, right? It wasn't one of those Nationals where there's that dude who played Goki and didn't even know how to U-Link. At least that's what he said. I think he was lying about that, not gonna lie, but he was like, I don't even know how to U-Link, bro. I just played Goki.
I'm going to just not let this hit unless you hit the OT. Bring it on.
Alright. That's a heal trigger, so I will heal. This deck is great, man. I don't know. This is 21. $15 to guard.
Yeah. And the other one is
28. Yes.
They're all basically they're all 15k guards.
Well, 28 to 8. Well, I guess you're assuming that you hit a defensive here, right?
If you hit a defensive, yeah.
If I hit a defensive.
It's not if, it's when. You're playing Arkhite. You get RNG boost!
Do I just...
I also have 3 energy that I forgot. Luckily, that's mandatory.
We're gonna see how mandatory that is once you hit the big tables, bro. The sharks are
I'm gonna start that again.
Yeah, I think that's the smart decision here.
Why do RNG for the same result? You just do it for no cost at all.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, just take this damage.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bobalmine. You're no longer the best countercharger in the game. Isn't that right, Kunai?
Truly, though.
No, you want to know something?
Sure.
What's his name? Frat. The B hero promo is the best countercharge in the game.
Oh crap! You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. There's a commenter who's like, "Hey, bro, why are you playing Bobalmine? You can play the B hero thing, you know, in a deck that actually uses bases." And I'm like, God damn it! I'm a sorry excuse for a YouTuber. He's right. This is how I knew I wasn't ready for brand.
I mean, that's the point of those kinds of deck profiles, though, is to like generate people to like say those kinds of comments, and then you can like you'll be like, oh, you know what? You're fucking right.
And then you improve as a person, and we grow together as a community, and totally don't spout toxic crap on the Vanguardians or where the frick that place was.
Oh, Vanguardians. I know people still use it, but
that's unfortunate.
I don't know why.
You know, honestly, I think people sometimes get used to their chains.
I'm pretty much like
accustomed to its shackles.
I'll pretty much always stay the fuck away from Vanguardians and Twitter. Like, those two places are just festering shitholes.
Yeah, right.
Like, no thank you. No thank you.
Shuffle.
You know what's cool about Bobalmine in Arkhite specifically? Bobalmine is cool in Arkhite because you can loop it. You at least couldn't loop it in fucking Ava.
But what do you mean? It's a Detonation mutant.
Alright. We got one. And then...
Are you gonna take another PG though? That's the question.
I'm taking another PG. And then... this is a really good selection of picks. Which one do I pick?
Pretty much what you want to see, man.
Let's see.
You know what?
You see the antler man, the mandeer pig.
I see Raselec.
Raselec.
I see London. I see France.
You probably do take Raselec. I don't know.
Yeah, because I could just like.
Do you need to have multiple copies of Dark Armed Dragon? That's what it reminds me of when I look at him, right? It's just like at the GX paradigm of really edgy, heavily armored dragon with lots of blades and claws and things that hurt people in your soul, especially your soul.
He does kind of look like Dark Armed.
What is the upgrade to Red Eyes? Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
Oh shit.
We don't get Rainbow Wee Dragon. No, it's Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Alright, and then I'll CD want to call Raselec out from the drop zone.
Man, you actually remember the names. That's crazy. I knew we picked the right guy to play Arkhite.
I'll rest both orders.
Yes.
Choosing Savoward and Bobalmine for my drop zone. Moving them both to the order zone.
That seems correct.
You know, I think Hollywood could take a thing or two from Arkhite. Because unlike Hollywood, Arkhite remembers that when making kaiju movies, it's about the kaiju and not the humans.
That's not going to work right yet, so I'll instead just... I'm Soul Blasting... I was going to Soul Blast for Savoward, but that's grade 3 restricted. So instead, I will call out Waviroth and Soul Blast 2 for it to draw 1.
Nice.
Which one's grade 3 restricted?
Savoward's call from Order Zone skill.
Dark Armed Dragon.
Dark Armed Dragon, okay.
Alrighty. You know what? I'm gonna take... If I do what I think. Let's go after those guys. That's good. I'm gonna, wait, you? Nah, I'm gonna just go out Vanguard. Swing 13k to Van.
Intercept.
Alright. This dies. Then swing 18 at Van.
Turns out it wasn't King of the Monsters.
Go ahead.
Alright. Making sure all my cards are rested. Drive check. Draw trigger. I do get draw.
Damage check.
Brand.
Kind of.
The amount of times we go to 1, heal out, and then subsequently take first damage shields. Like, is it still brand? Is it not?
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to include it because it just happens so much anyway. It's like it's encompassing our deck.
I do get the energy charge.
Yeah, you do.
Yada yada.
Let's do that.
Let's discard Suko.
You know, thinking about it, I wonder if that's what Arkhite's research is leading to. All those, like, green tubes there with the monsters. Like, is she researching energy? Is she siphoning all the power from the kaijus in order to create energy generators? Is her business prospect? You know, we never understood what her relationships to the kaijus were, right? Like, why is she researching them? She's going to breed them like cows.
I mean, it does say Torrential Energy Research. I don't know.
I mean, she works with.
There we go.
She works with. She's Ava's. She works with Ava. She must be crazy.
Very
yeah,
true.
at least she isn't an expositionist like Zeva is. Freaking crazy. I look at some of the art. Like, I never looked too closely because I was too busy paying attention to what the deck did than what the deck looked like. But looking at the art even more closely, I'm like, why no clothes? You're a scientist. Come on.
Oh, beautiful.
This is a professional setting.
This is a professional setting. This circle, and then 1 card from your hand go to the bind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I'll bind the draw trigger.
You wouldn't dare put it to the bottom of the deck, David.
No, he'll put it to the drop.
I can put it to the drop. But I honestly don't care if you get that draw trigger back. I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm probably actually just going to bot deck your Waviroth. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me make sure we're good here. What do I want? I can add back one of those 3, essentially. Okay. Let's go for 18 on the Vanguard.
Poor things start getting that. Oh, that's why you can't put it to drop. You don't have CB. I didn't notice it.
There's that, and I could get CB if I wanted to, but I just it doesn't matter to me. Like, if you lose that draw, I'd rather just bot deck and save.
Yeah, I'm gonna discard that.
If you die because you won to pass and he hits a draw trigger, I'm going to laugh.
21. I mean, I'm gonna bot deck the Waviroth. He's gonna get that draw trigger back.
Okay. Anti-deck compression.
21.
Just when we thought Arkhite finally got rid of that concept.
I'm going to. I'll take this damage.
Alright. Shoujo swings. We're gonna go ahead and put Unprecedented and Izaya to Soul. We are going to call Unprecedented and Homie.
So affectionate.
Yes, the homie, bro. Now we'll use Izaya effect to bot deck Waviroth and give 5k to my van. I'm going to activate Kagechika to go into Soul, draw 1, Unprecedented effect, Soul Blast, draw 1.
Draw 1.
And then Unprecedented gets a 10k buff, because 2 cards were put into Soul. This is going to be for 18 on your Vanguard.
I won't guard this.
Okay. First check.
Gonna end this turn with like 9 cards in hand.
Second check. front trigger.
Something tells me you seem bitter about that.
It's an unfortunate set of circumstances. Damage check.
Shuffle well, Pharaoh.
Alrighty, this is gonna go for 41.
Easy guards.
No guard. Yeah, no guard this damage.
Yep. This deck's really good going first.
That was an incredible series of damage checks. Literally, most of the monsters I wanted to see, except not at the place I wanted them.
Man, but on the bright side, it did enable your ultimate kaiju, which is the one, the only, dragon. No, seriously, he's at limit break with 3 face-up CB, bro. Prepare thy anus.
Yeah, I do get the draw trigger back, and then
Yes, you do.
at this point, I'm going to discard
the
it.
draw trigger.
The draw trigger, yeah.
It went to the drop anyway. Wow, predetermination may exist after all.
It really, like, that's what I was thinking, man. I'm like, I really don't give a shit if he adds that draw trigger back. Like, why waste resources here?
So I'm up at this. I'm going to play another Torrential. No, not Peep.
The Kaiju Energy Milk Factory. Hey, you get one relevant card.
I add Persona Ride, and I discard Raselec.
Yep, he gets 2, so that's good.
Oh, it actually adds this new Ava?
Yeah, it adds her. She's a monster, dude. She's a monster. She's also regarded as monster creator Arkhite.
So, unlike Shoujo Dojis, this name include actually matters. Gotcha.
Oh no, her name is also Innocent Monsters in Paradise.
Oh,
so even without that...
Yeah.
Oh, so neither of them matter. Excellent. I love superfluous card text. It's like when Maneater Bug flips to destroy a card and it says, regardless of position. It's like, yeah, thanks, card. I'll keep that in mind.
I just like, oh, what if you want to play the original? But the way I see it, I'm like, why the fuck would I ever want to play the original?
Yeah, you know, like, these are improvements for... There's a reason that these aren't turn 4 cards. We can just ride these straight up.
It's a little weird. I'm wondering if they'll... I don't know. They'll make that...
I'm gonna Energy Blast 7 for draw 1.
Oh, lucky dog. You actually get to do that.
Efficient use of your energy, man. I'm telling you.
I don't even get to do that.
Come on, David. It's because you got better things to do, and you know it.
I'm gonna do this to put that into the thing.
You know,
I'm gonna move.
New theory. She is cultivating energy, but given the whole monster theming, I think she's inventing monster energy drink.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna swing at your Vanguard for 13k.
What are you gonna do, David? That's pretty big.
I'm debating on how much damage I want.
Yeah, that's a really unlucky number, man. Don't mess with it. 13k? Ooby.
I'll overguard it.
Alright, and then it dies.
Indeed.
It's a cycle of birth and rejection. It's infinite.
Grief for stern rejection.
Yeah, oh god. More than Zorga Edge. Man, like, anyone who plays Zorga would probably be the worst person to have in, like, a D&D session. If you guys have ever played D&D, you know, like, if you've played those and you know an edgelord, yeah, you know those guys. The ones who's like, my character sits at the farthest table in the tavern. He broods and looks at the window.
So I'm gonna call these two into a column.
Yep.
And then I'm going to activate Savoward skill to simply add the Raselec from Order Zone to hand and then proceed to discard it, which then lets me call it out.
Yep.
Wow, you use way more CB than Shoujo does.
I also have I mean, the one counter charge in my deck is also neat. So this is just 13k. This has been fun for me. Totally not.
Hey, bro, you're swinging for 13k. That's the most scary number in this game, I tell you.
I will put 2 rear guards into Soul to guard with a PG from my bind.
It's like, I ain't even taking chances on that. I know Eldobreath exists.
Discard a Shoujo from my hand for cost.
Twin Drive. First check.
Is my internet bad?
Alright. A critical trigger. I will give all the effects to the big guy.
The big dude.
The column that can hit a little bigger.
Oh, I thought you meant
And
Raselec, bro.
second.
I mean, look at the way he has his, like... Ooh, nice heal trigger. Good stuff. Look at the way he has his
I'm
arms
gonna-
extended, like, who's the guy? Who's the man?
I'm gonna deal out Rayvilis, and
Nice.
then giving the power over to Raselec.
To make some meaningful commentary for a change, audience, keep in mind that Arkhite here actually has some pretty important skills. One of them being that she can Energy Blast 2 to choose up to 3 monster cards from the drop and put them to the order zone. So, by doing that and then subsequently utilizing her third skill to then call monster cards from the order zone, healing that out has effectively put him back into the cycle of play. Ding!
This is 23k to van.
I will go up to 28.
This will now off itself once again, and this is 28k to van.
Hey, don't treat that subject matter so lightly.
I'll take the 2 damage.
My apologies. And this will move this.
Honestly, expendable, right, David?
It doesn't matter.
Honestly, he probably could have just. He's just not guarding because he just felt like it. He probably could have guarded.
He's like, you know what? I don't need CB, but you know, it felt like fun.
I mean, I think
I
I just
can
want
use
to check
the-
the front.
I mean, let's bear in mind that Shoujo Doji is canonically intoxicated at all times.
Persona Ride. No, I wanted 2 damage. Personally. But
Was it a personal choice?
you'll see why I need 2 CB.
Gotcha. We'll learn from the master.
Oh, top 5.
To take or not to take? That is the question.
That's pretty decent. Which one do I want? Honestly. I'm gonna add that back anyways, so let's put this. Shuffle. I need to get 1 in bind zone anyways. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna be able to put 2 there. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is a funny. What can I add back? Oh, I can add back that, can't I? I can add back anything as long as I can put it to soul. This deck's good. We'll call this.
It's like, you know what, opponent? You can just wait there and fiddle with your cards. I'm too busy admiring my deck to play you.
Let's find this.
I maxed rarity this for a reason. A vanity project, truly.
And let me see what else. Probably this. Yes. Okay. So we'll bind 3, we'll choose your 1 circle, and then 1 card from your hand.
I will.
Why does he also give 5? Why does he also give you the ability to give 5k to all of your stealth units? Like, that's so extra on top of already giving you that value when placed, and then also being able to make the opponent, like, actually neg 2. Like, that's wild. What a wild card.
You put the Rayvilis piece in there?
Yeah.
Okay. let me go ahead and Soul Blast Doji to call.
I mean, he plays Rankade, so it's not like he actually ever needs to truly flip his cards down, Smile.
And then we call this.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, and this gained 5k because you are at grade 3. Let's go ahead and swing for 33k on the Vanguard. If you're wondering why I didn't bother to energy charge your energy blast, forgive me. Because
it's gonna just maintain his equilibrium. It's like the same thing as whenever like you pitch an energy cycler for Riot. It's like, why even bring the energy? You're about to just negate it anyway.
At this point, you are just gonna stay at 3 energy. There is no change.
Yeah, there will be no change in energy for the rest of the game.
Maybe it's an allegory to Shoujo always being under the influence.
33. I'll take this one damage too.
You do heal.
Heal trigger. I do heal.
Okay, Zenon, that might be your chance. You could get back in the driver's seat with that. Those monsters that you wanted out, you got them out.
They are in the drop zone.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and swing with Shoujo, activate skill. These two go to Soul. And we will call Unprecedented. That's grade 2. Activating skill of Ojijishi in the Soul, counterblast 1. Choose both the cards in your bind zone and put them into your drop, and then all front row stealth units gain plus 5k.
Shoujoji. Maybe I should play the G Murakumo theme that they always played whenever Shin did anything.
Alright. Soul Blast 1 for Unprecedented, draw a card. And he gains 10k. Alright. This is 36.
And now the crucial moment, ladies and gentlemen.
We will guard with 2 triggers, making this a overpass.
Alright. Suit yourself.
No, this is a 2 to pass.
Okay. First check, Shoujo. I guess I don't need to add that back. Second check, crit.
Huge.
Give crit here, power here.
Maybe one day I will evolve as a streamer and whenever I see anything, it's just Pog or huge. You know, I'll learn the language the thieves can't.
Alright, man. We're gonna go for... how do I want to do this? Yeah, I want to do it this way. We swing with Dual Wielder CB1. I bind this. Right?
Oh, that's your attack pattern to do that. Oh, you can like, and so now you can like put it back into the freaking bind zone. Oh,
this gains 5. And since I can't put 1, I choose a unit from my bind zone with stealth and its card name, and I add it back to my hand. Honestly,
Where does it get the 5 from?
I'm wondering that too.
I thought it gains 5k itself.
Nah, it's just the break even, mate. Unfortunate.
Alright, that's fine now. Most of the time, it's really just there to build bind, but let's grab right on.
Nice. Counter for future use. Sweet.
Yep.
I will take this attack damage check.
Alright.
No trigger.
These 2 go to Soul.
And because you don't like have anything meaningful to utilize in the bind zone defensively, you might as well just wipe your own field to convert into advantage. Alright, that's a cool play.
This is 48 plus 8, 56.
That's gonna be met with a PG.
Huge.
These two, and I will add back.
For that.
Let's see. I can add back that. Suppose that's okay. I don't love that though. Let's add back Ezio. Alright, back to you.
Yeah,
Alright. What can you do, Xenon? Can you muster the comeback here and now?
I will Persona Ride. I get to draw one. Three.
Do you guys think they'll ever retrain Java, Leonore, and Youthberg? Like the main
Probably.
grade 3s that you ride?
Just milk it.
Milk it,
Hopefully, hopefully not, but I'm sure Youthberg will get a new Revolve form eventually.
Maybe a purple one. Nemesis been
Yeah.
raving for a purple one, just to match the Kuga theming.
No, they're gonna give him a yellow one just to spite him.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, if they
we
do, they'll
will-
be like, hey, maybe it's Deno instead. Ain't that right, Mr. Toku fan?
We will play the 4th Torrential Energy Research.
Right. You do play Brandgate. Oh, finally, options. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It just shows to me that he didn't see a lot of triggers there, man.
We will.
Yes, we get it. We can't all be deck compressed Jesus. Man, the joy of playing Thing Saver in V series. Put back for heal smile.
Knew you were gonna
Gonna-
bring Saver.
Hey man, Thing Saver.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose these two. One to add the hand, one to discard.
Yep.
All right.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll do it like that. On deck then shuffle.
Huge.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how many times it's been that relevant to guard from the bind zone. I feel like I have to really work towards it, and I sometimes don't want to work towards it.
I mean,
I don't know.
it feels like the main benefit of doing something like that is if you don't have a PG in hand and you absolutely must see a PG to guard some big attack, then it's like, all right, work towards it, because otherwise you will just die, and it's better to put in the effort than just die for certain.
Alright.
Hey, does Dragstrider stop only calls from hand, or does it just stop Sentinels?
It only it prevents calling grade 1 or greater from hand.
No. Actually, let me check. I'm checking right now.
I'm ready.
When this unit attacks, you have a 5 or more ritual, gets 10k in a crit. Your opponent got call grade 1 or greater from hand. Huge.
Oh, Jesus
Huge.
Christ. I can PG from my fucking binds.
Oh my god, dude. You know what? Not gonna lie, thinking about it, that's just even more incentive as me, the Raselec player, to like play the set order engine from freaking Festival Collection. And it's like, yeah, call PG smile, put in the bind zone, Leah Lamorta smile.
No. Yeah.
I just want to play that and fight the Blankmeyer matchup. And they're like, did you play that to counter me specifically? It's like, nah, but it is a perk.
Alright.
Dojo unfortunately can't do anything about Blankmeyer.
I'm
Wait,
going.
no, can't you just do the bind zone thing again?
No. You can use ride-ons, but your Vanguard's effects are negated. So.
Not
It's fucking
huge.
wrong for that, to be honest. But
Small.
Alright. So I'm going to call Savoward out of the order zone using its own effect. It gets +5.
Hey, buddy, I don't think you have exactly 5 dark monsters in that graveyard. Check again.
And now I'm gonna Savoward, grab the grade 1, and then grab a Raselec and then discard it to call itself out.
Yeah, do the thing.
The combo.
The thing. The thing that monster does.
The thing that monster does a lot. And then I'm gonna use Arkhite's effect to give it plus 10k power as well.
Sure.
I will say, in terms of like the offensive potential, these decks match each other almost perfectly. Which I guess makes sense because they're coming out of the same set, though, so they sort of like reflect the paradigm of set 3 power level.
Yeah.
Then we will call Cycloguarde's effect, choose Bobalmine, throw it in, and then we will activate Arkhite's effect, Energy Blast 2, and basically I'll just throw the last 3 monsters that I have in my drop in.
Isn't it? Yeah, I will say, it is super nice. Like, you would think at first that's like, oh, well, putting it to the drop, doesn't that seem like more egregious compared to just putting it back to the deck so you can keep seeing them? It's like, no, don't see them. See triggers, win games.
Yep. That was such a problem with Arkhite at first.
Yeah, the amount of, like, twin drive blanks.
The problem is that you would bot deck a normal unit, and then you look at top 7, and then you'd shuffle. So it's like before your drive check. So it's like you don't really like deck then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I can see why they didn't do end of battle instead, because then you don't have the ability to put triggers on the unit you call, because it's like too late for that. So I guess they had to like make some decisions there. And honestly, the decision is just to play the new Arkhite. Ain't that right?
Indeed.
So I'm going to swing 25 to them.
Huge.
Okay.
Then I'll swing 20 to Van.
This is such a this would have been where he'd be like, right on kunai skill from the Pine Zone.
Yeah, I need right on now.
Swing, and then these two will get off. I'll call this one here and this one here. This is 23 bit event.
What's up, not
This
obscure?
one gets plus 10k and a crit. This one gets, that'll get 5k at a late moment. Okay, just 23.
23. Did you CB for the minus 5k?
No, so that's a on attack skill, and all I CB for with Arkhite. I don't actually have to CB to finish, just like, you know.
Ah, crap.
Shoot a pass.
Alright,
Oh my.
first check. No trigger. Looking for you. Second check. No trigger. Also looking for you.
Twin drive blank. Same
Was
story.
fully expecting Eldobreath there.
I mean, look. Despite what the nightmares say, there is a reality.
25 boosted by 23, 48k to Van.
Feverishly debates, do I need 1 or 2 CB this turn?
No, I'm just wondering why he didn't swing with the other column first. I was wondering if the minus 5k was only till end of battle, or if he should have swung.
Minus 5k cost to CB. What do I not have any of?
How do you not? Aren't you playing Brantgate?
Yeah.
I'm playing Raselec.
Bobalmine's true enemy predator in the wilds of Kaiju Land are Mandeer Pig. How could you not know that dragons are vulnerable prey for Mandeer Pigs? They taught you this in 2nd grade.
And then this is 33 boosted by 16. This is 46k to critical.
Ooh, just big enough to be annoying.
Yep.
Just big enough to need a BD.
Huge. Okay, I'll start saying that.
Probably.
And this one will die.
See, he's got some anti-board controls stuff, so I guess that's good.
Problem is my card has resist, but
Oh my fucking god, thank you.
You do play Shoujo Doji. Shoujo Doji.
Persona Raido.
Come on, bro, it's time. Name the markers. Name it something clever. Be one of us.
No. Let's call Izuzo CB1. Top 5. Hit something good, that's good.
Oh.
Okay, Zenon, all you need to do is survive this turn. If you can do it, I think you've finally chipped away at the hand.
I think I got it. I think I'm good.
If there's one thing Arkhite's good at, it's excavations, and you have excavated that hand.
I mean, now I'm the one with the 9-card hand.
Soul plus 1.
Shoujo Doji anyway? Yeah, we'll get there.
Let's call you here. Right, let's Energy Blast 3, bind this, and this.
No, he did technically Energy Charge 3, he just didn't display it because what's the point?
What's the point?
Really though. Alright,
I'm sure Bushy's proud of us of adopting the new Divine's paradigm. Wait, because you choose the rear circles to. Oh, huge! Oh, I said I wouldn't say huge anymore, but that's huge!
Yeah. I'm just trying to think which one I'd bind from hand. That.
Oh. Is there something you would prefer in the drop zone? Because I think I know what he's about to do to you.
Yeah. I think these are the cards like that. If I'm going to lose them, I am the most comfortable with. Well, no, because I'm also gonna ease this out and then like gonna ease it out and just go put one of them to bot deck. I'll be like, no, I don't want that.
At least with your play pattern, you won't be shuffling that mid-battle phase anymore, so that's nice.
Yeah, at least actually, honestly, like, that might definitely be. Oh! There, I was wondering. Well, you don't have.
Well, he does have a right-on kunai, so now there's a decision tree here.
Yes, I am definitely losing one.
I can't get it out of bind this turn if that's what you're wondering. Or I can't get it to bind this turn if that's what you're asking. But it's kind of, I needed a specific couple cards in my bind zone, so let's go for 28 on the Vanguard.
And this next column is 33.
Yes.
Yes. Oh dear Bard. Yes.
Fine. Damage check. No trigger.
I thought Bobalmine was supposed to make life easier, not harder.
33.
I will block that for 38. Cycloguarde and Chain Light Cluster.
Oh, he does get shield. Nice.
Right. Swing, we will put Izuzo and Ojishi, and we will call here and here. We will activate right on kunai first, bind, give +5, countercharge 1, counterblast 1. Let's put, actually, let's activate Izuzo first. 5k to my Vanguard and bot deck that grade 3.
Yep.
And then we will counterblast 1, send Waviroth to the drop, and give another +5k to all my stealth units in the front row.
Got it.
And then I will Soul Blast 1, which is gonna be a Shoujo.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't try to opt for a Suki Odachi. I guess it just wasn't in the cards.
I didn't have it. Not if I wanted like shield. I could have, I guess, done it in that sense, but
Oh, because you're not committing to like finishing him this turn. Gotcha.
Okay. 33k on the Vanguard.
We will PG that.
Oh.
Discarding that.
First check. Sukidachi, second check. PG.
Alright.
And this is going to be 43.51.
Oh, now's the time.
PG. Should have discarded. Discarding.
These two go to Soul. And we add back the Persona Ride that we Soul Blasted.
Alright.
Back to you.
Stand. Draw.
Y'all are just tanking each other, man.
Then I energy charge 3.
It's been kind of a long
Persona
game.
Ride
Huh?
again.
Yeah, this isn't the standard that I used to know.
I mean, our round would have been over if you were playing in Bushy's time rules.
And does that mean you would have technically lost on higher damage?
No,
we
it's
would both
even
lose.
stupider.
Oh, I forgot, right? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the damage thing. It's in Vanguard, it's just a double loss, which is the worst possible result because no one wins, which is just how Bushy wants it, I guess. Christ.
Alright.
Pretty
So
not
I'm
fun.
going to put this into the order zone.
Yeah, makes sense.
Call another copy of it. If I could drop it from the order zone,
Give it
get
10.
plus 10k. And then
Rest it and put another one back.
yeah, well, I can also do that, put that one in there. Do this, put this one in there.
Huh.
Do this. But because like I think I have to kill you this turn.
Probably.
Wait, hold on a second, Zenon. Are you planning to, like, zone him out on damage?
I don't think his deck does that.
I'm wondering, because I guess maybe I'm overthinking it, but I think I could see a play where, like, he swings with the Vanguard first and calls some rears, including the grade 3 that gets, like, a crit. And then that way you're kind of in a weird position where you chance the Vanguard getting a crit, and let's say that you don't, and he does hit a crit, you can put on the one that doesn't have it, so now, like, you guarded the Vanguard, and you have to guard both others to go from, like, 4 to 6. That's why I was oh yeah, I guess you're not doing that.
My hand is, the way my hand's working, and even if that, it's just, I'm more so just going to kill him this turn. So we're gonna discard Elementaria. So I can get back my little guy here, and then I'm going to drop this to give it plus 10, which also gets plus 5 in its own effect by calling it out.
Alright, David, he's putting these cards down. He ain't saying there's a next turn. This is the turn.
And then Arkhite's effect will activate. Savoward, Cycloguarde, and what do I have also in this one? Raselec. Along with the order zone.
Volcanics
All
were
right.
killed when they put their shells back.
33k to van.
And the other call is also 33.
43.
43.
Because of his Kaiju Rampage counters.
Card card for 38.
40. Get a man.
Take part of Van.
Okay. Oh well. I can get rid of half of that. So we countercharge 1. Arkhite will swing. I activate her effect. DD1. I call Rayvilis and Cycloguarde from the Order Zone.
Rayvilis and Cycloguarde.
Activating Cycloguarde's effect, putting Rayvilis into Order Zone, then Arkhite's effect. I will drop both the Rayvilis and the Cycloguarde to give them both plus 10.
Yep.
And then Rayvilis, since it was placed by Arkhite's ability, gets an additional 10k, 1 crit, and the following effect that I can CD1 minus your Vanguard card by 5 when it attacks. So this is 23k to ban.
Ask you for an OT.
Alright. Twin Drive. First check. No trigger. Second check.
Ooh.
No trigger. These blanks have been killing me.
More than you know.
Alright, I swing. This is going to be 43 on your 18.
I will PG that.
And this is 30k on your 18.
And 33.
Dave,
all right.
If he had gotten a trigger. That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow, that was on the line. Holy crap.
I am my turn, go ahead.
Stand and draw. Persona Ride.
Wow, and you had the Persona Ride? Oh, you probably
Yeah,
had it.
that was the final card in the hand, bro.
Yeah, I added it back last turn.
Yeah.
Let me look
That's how
at
close this was.
almost all of the remaining cards in my deck. Okay, cool. Shuffle.
I don't like the sound of that!
Can someone say deck compression?
Yeah,
Okay.
way better than mine.
I don't know why, but the way that Shoujo holds his sword, right? It like reminds me of a violin bow. So I'm thinking he's like playing the super sad violin song from the world's tiniest violin.
Do I want to do it that way, or do I want to... I think I do. I think I need to do it this way.
Oh crap, I forgot Shoujo can pick off your rears in hand.
See,
Unfortunate.
I guess we get that for numbers.
You know,
yeah,
you had to wait, you had the
runners.
PG. I may or may not have actually would have been better off calling Raselec instead of Cycloguarde, losing the 10k power on Rayvilis, but just kind of like...
I might have been better off trying to kill you last turn, so I don't know.
Yeah, like that was too close for comfort, David. Like if he had got just a little bit lucky, it would have been game over there. But you guys have just been so like equivalent, right? Like both getting a lot of card advantage, both being able to recur your units. No energy problems because you just need to use some main phase energy thing and that's it. It's like, hey, these definitely go together.
Yep, I agree. 15.
Sukiyo Tachi.
Make
Oh. 5 attack turn. Lovely.
Just need to check something.
You got 2 crits left in deck. I'm surprised you didn't check those.
Me too.
I am also surprised.
Yeah, I should have tried to Sukiyodachi M on the last turn. And then like maybe hope for like a front or something. That would have been a better play.
Yeah, rather than like leaving it to chances as I did.
I tried too hard to focus on grinding that out when I was at my end anyway. So
yeah, thankfully you weren't punished for it, but like the closest of it did like illustrate that it was pretty there. And that's the game.
I was a card off a trigger. Okay, how many triggers are left in my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had, like, including that draw trigger, I had 5 left, so I had like a little less than a 50% chance to check 1.
Just heal off Divine Skill, bro. You check 6 damage trigger.
I was going to draw a crit off my Unprecedented, but then I was going to proceed to drive check a front. And so,
Want to know something, David? My OT has been in the hand since like the entire game.
I was so worried about OT the whole game, but I drew my OT on the last game or the last turn.
I think.
So I was like, oh.
Yeah, right. Like when I saw that, you like audibly stuttered there a little bit. You tried to keep poker face, but I was like, oh man, David, I'm sorry. that was pretty funny though. There was a turn there, Xenon, where like you had an opportunity when he swung for 51 with his unprecedented call. I was like, okay, this is the time to use your 1-card guard with Eldobreath, right? But you deliberately didn't do it. Did you do it because you wanted David to overcommit his guards against the Eldobreath threat? Because you didn't want to confirm you didn't want to confirm to him that you had it, huh?
Pretty much that, and also I wanted Rayvilis in the drop zone, and the PG gave me an outlet to discard it and simply be like, this is now in the drop zone. I don't have to go through another hoop to do so. And also, Dave
had he hit Eldobreath at any point.
David had been playing in the Fear of the OT the entire game. Why let him know I don't have it in depth?
That is a good theory right there, right? For those of you guys like watching, like, be careful about what you guard with, because whatever you guard with, it also doubles the information for your opponent. Case in point, one other thing that you can do is if you have to do a 15k guard and you have both a heal and a critical, I would suggest guarding with the heal first, because you want to psych the opponent out by limiting the amount of known criticals to them.
So I did that wrong, because I was mostly keeping my heals in hand. I wanted to make sure that David did not know how many heals were out of deck.
Right. Well, the thing about it is that, like, usually that's not, it depends. Like, if you theorize that they're going to go to high damage, deliberately to deny your heals, then you could withhold heals in the assumption that they do that. But considering that David doesn't really care about damage and he's more defensive in nature anyway, it probably would have been more prudent to withhold information on your criticals.
No, yeah.
Minor difference. It didn't matter one way or another, but that is a cool strategy. What's up?
When you used the PG, what did you discard for?
When?
On the Rayvilis turn, right on, like the second to last attack.
I discarded a dual wielder, which is right next to the PG and drop.
Nice.
If I swung at you with 2, instead of a 43 and a 30k, if I swung at you with 2 33k attacks, would that have done you in?
Yes.
Dang it, I should have gone for the grade 2. The grade 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the way these
hindsight
games
is
should
2020.
be, razor thin.
It was very close.
Because if I had foregone the extra 10k on Rayvilis and instead just called an extra magic number swing, I would have had 2 33k attacks on an 18k.
You drove check PG prior to like his final turn, right? So that was like public knowledge, I think.
Yeah. I just kind of didn't know what the rest of his hand was, and I'm like, I wanted to also, just for the fun of it, so hey, yeah, you can do this when playing Arkhite. If you by calling Cycloguarde, you can tuck back in one of the other pieces that you want to. I don't even know what I call like that part of Arkhite skill, but just the power effect.
You could call it the Persona Blast smile.
Honestly, I could.
Like, in a weird way, it's kind of like the same thing. You're putting an extra copy in a drop in order to give a power to like the one on the field. It's like conceptually it feels the same, but at the same time it's like, yeah, well, I don't know. It's not really the way Persona Blast was meant to be qualified as. I mean hell, the V series Straggler Phantom, right? When you like Soul Blast the Mortared Phantom, I just mean by calling it a Persona Blast because you're literally Soul Blasting the Mordred, right? It just feels that way. Anyway, we're getting off topic here.
Yeah, I think honestly, still these games just both these decks put on a decent performance. Arkhite managed to hold up a lot better in my than my game in testing. That was against Rajul, so I don't know.
Yeah, right. It seems like Arkhite definitely has the overall card advantage and power thresholds, but the difference between it and Shoujo, where I think Shoujo comes out a little bit ahead, and these decks are definitely relative, but I think Arkhite is more difficult to maintain its overall play pattern versus Shoujo.
It is. And also, Shoujo Doji gets to do a lot of things early for very cheap.
That's true. It is also inherently an early rush deck, whereas with you, like, you don't really benefit from early committing to the field. But with Shoujo, like, it just doesn't care, dude. It's kind of crazy that way. That is a very
for me to pretty much do half of what David did, which still cost me at least like an arm and a leg of like 2 soul, a counter blast, discarding a whole bunch.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all to say that Shoujo might be a very legitimate contender in the format, considering how strong it is now. And now you just have like even more card advantage, versatility, and potential ways to take the game. Because that was always Shoujo Doji's weaknesses, right? With the original iteration that we've been like dealing with in the past few format, was its early game was very strong, but it didn't scale in the late game very hard, right? So it lacked the ability to properly finish the opponent. But I think with this one, it doesn't necessarily have a lot more finishing power, but because it's killing the importance resources more while also building its own, it can just win the attrition game more reliably than it could before. And that's, that's the difference.
And one thing New Soju can also do that the other one struggled, and it's super easy, it's just hit persona rights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't really, like, sure, your orders can like search them, but then you can't like recycle them. That's what's so crazy about Shoujo is you can recycle them, right?
I can recycle them, but the problem is my recycler also requires me to discard. Shoujo Doji just says, yeah, let me just feel my game plan and recycle.
Shove 2 cards in the soul, pretty good.
Pretty good.
I told you guys, it's not a fucking cost.
I still want to say it's technically a -1, but like, it just doesn't matter. You're right. Like, it doesn't feel like a cost really, because you're just doing, you're playing the play pattern anyway, right? It's like, if you were going to put him there for that, you were going to put him there to guard from the bind zone anyway. So it's like, same thing.
Yeah, like,
also just random anti-control.
Very anti-control. Yeah. It's like, you know what, you might as well put him away here than like have him forcibly negged for you.
Savoward having to what's the name? Discard after adding back is just so gross.
This card here, this card is so good. Fulgant Stealth Rogue Kenran is one of the best new support cards this deck fucking got, because it allows you to do so many weird play lines. It allows you to tuck Ojijishi into Soul prior to your Vanguard battle, and the 5k Ojijishi gives is actually on the player, so it affects the whole front row even after you call stuff after it. So that effectively allows you to get 3 attacks with that 5k buff. Or 4 attacks with the 5k buff with if you use good old Tsukiyo Dachi to call that mid-battle phase to get the 5 attack turn. If you use Ojijishi with this thing first, you get 5k to the front row for 4 of the 5 attacks. Or you can shove Izuzo into Soul with this and get 5k to the Vanguard before it swings. You can, usually I like to call it with an Unprecedented in the same column. Use Unprecedented skill to Soul Blast out a Persona Ride, and then shove it and Unprecedented Soul to add back the Persona Ride to your hand. So you effectively, you get the +1 off of Unprecedented, you technically go -2, and then you add back 1 from drop. So you effectively go ±0, but you get to recycle a Persona Ride for basically
Also,
nothing.
it probably doesn't work too great, but this card lets you perform 6 attacks.
Yeah, you can technically you can use it with Suko as well. Shove Suko into Soul and then bind it out of Soul. Which is also something that's kind of nice, because sometimes getting the Tsukiyodachi into bind zone before your Vanguard swings annoying, but if you open Tsukiyodachi and you're like, shit, I don't know how to get it into Soul or whatever without it taking a turn, then you can just call it down with this in the back row and then swing, and it binds itself before your Vanguard even swings. So that way you can make sure that's online as well.
Well, I also mean, let's say you have like two. If you have like 2 Tsukiyodachi's, so you go Rearguard, Vanguard. Use the Vanguard skill, pull to the Soul, call a column, and then Tsukiyodachi to fill up the other circle. And then if you have a second Tsukiyodachi in bind zone, this grade 1 here puts 2 more to Soul. The Tsukiyodachi sees that again, 2 cards going to Soul at once, and then calls itself out again.
Yep. So technically you can do it that way. So like I also don't know how often that would come up, but like, yeah, that's something you can do as well. But yeah, well, this actually, grade 1
you've had the setup. You've just never had the CB because you don't take damage in this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really need it for anything. Alright, this video is taking quite a while here, so in order to save the viewers' sanity and also not scare them away and they see this is going to be over an hour long, I'm almost certain it's going to be, let's cut it off here while we still can. This was the fight, guys, so if you did like it, then go ahead and check out the other fight nights that we've got. There's a whole playlist linked to it, so check those out. But if you're looking for other Vanguard content that isn't relied on untapped putting cards up, sorry, then go ahead and check out my other Vanguard content. We've got top 10s, tier lists, anime reactions, discussions, the whole shebang. So check those out. And if you like what you see, consider leaving a subscribe and turn on the notification bell for next time I upload a video. And with that said, take care. God bless.